Okay. And we have Better Than Yesterday versus Beep Boop, with the first ban going to Better Than Yesterday. Tomb of the Spider Queen, a Zagara first ban. I like this. I've had a Zagara in my last two games being picked. Now with Zagara being banned, I don't have to watch it being played. I love Zagara. It's one of my favorite specialists, but I'm just tired of casting her tonight. So, gone is a Zagara. I'm happy to see that. Let's see what Beep Boop does.
Boopity boop.
With their
Why was
first
that not
ban.
invited?
What? Because you're in a Dota match. They banned out the Li Ming, is what to say, last game. Maybe last. I think they first banned a Li Ming last game too. Smart. They probably watched my first game and saw the Li Ming destroy all life. Another first pick, Kilthos. Boo. I only say boo because it's boring, though very effective. And when you're playing a competitive match, even a casual one like ChairLeague, you want to win. Kilthos does in fact help you win games. Um, but the almighty Lord and Savior Rhaegar has looked like he will appear on the field again today to put terror in the hearts of his enemies and healing into the hearts of his teammates. And that is indeed a Rhaegar pick by Beep Boop, and followed up by a Jaina.
You make me feel sick. You gotta say it at least like the guy from Hearthstone. Rhaegar. Yes.
And it is now double pick from Better Than Yesterday. I haven't seen these guys before, but presumably they're better today. Ho ho ho. Double pick here. They're the KT. They'll be looking to grab a warrior. Oh, there's the Johanna. They'll be looking possibly now for another damage dealer, maybe support of their own. Facing some burst heal and some burst damage, they might look to grab an Uther, Karazim, Lieutenant Morales. Lieutenant Morales with Johanna is usually quite strong. Can be very difficult to deal with. Did I close my stream by accident? I think I did. Like a doofus. Looks like they are thinking of a Thrall pickup here. Alright. We have a Thrall pickup on the side of Better Than Yesterday. Now we're looking for a secondary ban from Beep Boop. And they may look to ban out a support here. At this point, I'd really consider banning Lieutenant Morales. That Thrall Johanna front line, that is hard to get by with a backup healer such as Morales. Uther as well could be very strong here if you want to go triple melee. Or they might, they really have enough damage between Thrall and KT. Looks like they might ban out a Malfurion, interestingly enough, over the Lieutenant Morales, although Malfurion would also be difficult to deal with, considering Johanna Condemn and Thrall route into Malfurion routes. Now Malfurion is banned out, which does leave Lieutenant Morales open to be picked up by Better Than Yesterday. But it is now ban time for Better Than Yesterday. They might look to ban out a melee warrior or melee assassin at this point in time. Or they might just do a safe Rainer ban or something like that, but they could get rid of Muradin, they could get rid of Diablo, Sonya. A lot of options here available for Beep Boop to pick into the draft still, only 2 heroes in. So let us see. And yep, there's the Diablo ban. Figures they would ban out a warrior slash bruiser. Don't really want to combo that with the Jaina. It makes it so hard to get away with. Diablo's just body slamming you. Jaina's dumping blizzards on you. Rhaegar's lunging in your face. Bad times for everyone. Gone is the Diablo. But we have a double pick for Beep Boop. All our bans completed. The draft is now wide open for the rest of the hero pool. I expect to see possibly at least one warrior picked up here, maybe even 2 if they want to be a little crazy. But I wouldn't be surprised to see something like a Rainer Muradin picked up here. Although they had the Johanna blind already, but Rainer's still quite nice at countering some of that Thrall aggro with the bullseye knockback. Wanted to do something crazy, double support, they could get Lily for blind or something and have her go full water serpent build. But I haven't seen any double support games tonight. Got some last week. There's the Murden. Of course, no surprise there. His Reverberation helps counter Thrall's auto attack power. And of course, just being super tanky, leap around. Right now, they have to deal with Sunder and Blessed Shield and Kel'Thas damage. They might consider a Falstad Mighty Gust into Mighty Gust here. Zagar's banned out, they don't have the Maw option. Their last option would be an ETC, which would be decently hard to land the dances versus this team, considering the amount of cancels on the board. Yeah, it looks like they're going to go for that safe Rainer pick. Not surprised there. Makes sense. Reliable damage, even despite the blind. A bit of self-heal. Now we have the last two picks, going the way better than yesterday. Their ult synergy is already really scary between the Sunder and the Blessed Shield, as I mentioned, and the Kel'Thas follow-up damage. I mean, I don't really count Phoenix as an impactful ultimate. It's just no one ever won or lost a fight because of Phoenix. It's just like a nice extra damage throw out. They're definitely looking to pick up a support, and they have to. I'd be very surprised if it wasn't Morales, but of course Uther and Karazim are still on the table. Lili if they wanted, but they don't really need a Lili here. Lili would be strange. Tassadar, of course. They could honestly at this point they could just run double support if they wanted. Oh, a Vala pickup. The damage is so real on this team for better than yesterday, and there is the king of burst healing, Uther himself. A last pick for Beep Boop. Both teams are good here, but my goodness, the aggro coming out better than yesterday is going to be difficult. Oh, and there's the ETC pick. Yes, I called it. I am the draft master. Okay, great draft. Let us start the game. Looking to start the game, make sure all the players have their appropriate heroes picked. Seems to leave you off from like your quick match picks, so sometimes not where you want to be. Okay, so that is a Kel'Thas, Johanna, Thrall, Vala, Uther for better than yesterday versus the ETC, Rainer, Muradin, Jaina, Rhaegar of Beep Boop. Again, on Tomb of the Spider Queen, we'll be starting here in just a minute. People are not readying up, which makes the game impossible to start. I have 10 ready here. There we go. The ready ups are happening. Eight of 10 players ready, almost there.
There is far more not ready than ready.
9 of 10 ready. Oh man,
that's
slowest.
Just my professional opinion.
Slowest ready up ever. Okay, time to start the game.
The game does not start in 30 seconds. Temporary bans will be issued.
Yeah, I mean, everyone was on their appropriate heroes, but they weren't readying up, so they were just sitting there like, okay. Okay, let us switch over. Oops, I did it again. That's a song, probably. I closed the draft window without switching over to the heroes loading screen. This is what happens when you cast 3 games in a row, and I'm on my 3rd hour already. Okay, this is going to be exciting. I'm probably leaning towards better than yesterday's team, just because of the sheer aggro power coming out of it and the ridiculous damage. That being said, ETC has a 100% win rate tonight, 2 out of 3 games. Let us see if that crazy dance power can carry them to victory. We do have some nice damage potential here. The ETC dance followed up by the Raynor and Jaina damage and General Muradin body block, stun, slow shenanigans. Okay, and for the teams, better than yesterday on Murad, I think, on the Kel'Thas, team captain. Misorski on the Thrall, Null on Johanna, Chihi, Zype Totek on the Vala, Zombie Chris on the Uther. And on the side of Beep Boop, we have Oop, the team captain on ETC, TRM on Raynor, Klondike on Rhaegar, QXC on Jaina, and Rhaegex on the Muradin. Tomb of the Spider Queen, here we go. Oh, I'm getting like 9 FPS for some reason. I'm not sure why. Fast and furious action going on here in the middle. ETC almost dead, KT almost dead, both people getting healed up. My game's caught up now, it's no longer lagging. And that was a 4v5 with the Thrall being bottom, I think. Woo, going at it fast and furious in the middle. That will be a first-blooded Johanna going down. Uther, a nice gravity lapse, and the Uther stun. The Flame Strike, not empowered, won't be hitting anything today. But first blood going the way of Beep Boop. That Muradin stun, though, not going to do much, but that Vala will absolutely explode thanks to an ETC stun and a Jaina Blizzard. Vala's as squishy as Nova, I believe. You're not happy when you're the focus of damage, unable to vault out, perhaps on cooldown. Let's talk level 1 talents. We have Conjurer's Pursuit on the Uther. And what is that? That is the composite arrows on the Vala for the extra range. Night Take Spawn on Johanna. Season's Marksman for Thrall. Mana Addict for the KT. He'll be looking to pick up those globes for extra mana. ETC going Progressive Rock, looking to increase his heal power. Raynor, Season's Marksman. Man, this middle is just happening. Oh, the ETC with the Jaina is just proving brutal. There's a double kill for Beep Boop, Uther, and the Kel'Thas going down. They're looking a little low on some health and mana, though. Rhaegar, I'm not sure what talent that is. It got reworked. Electric Charge, extra shield radius. I like that one. Deep Chill on the Jaina, and of course Reverberation on the Muradin to counter that Thrall. This Jaina ETC combo proving absolutely brutal. I believe I mentioned this way earlier in the draft, how you do not want ETC stunning you, and then Jaina damaging you, and Rhaegar lunging you in the face. And that's exactly what is happening here. 4-0, the side of Beep Boop. Looking to turn in those gems. Almost about 3/4 of a level XP lead, going the way of Beep Boop thanks to those kills. Rhaegar Thrall duking it out bottom, both of them quite low, both of them having self-healing though. Muradin is missing a lot of his Stormhammers. Stormbolt? Stormhammer? Crikey, I can't remember the name of the skill. Stormbolt, I believe. Yes, Stormbolt. The second or third one I've seen him miss, although the ETC follow-up stun is making up for it. Pretty much a full level lead now, going the way of Beep Boop. This Raynor getting a little low, though. Thrall well tapping. Beep Boop already having enough gems to turn in for the Web Weavers. 3 minutes into the game. 8 short of full turn in. Will we see an ambush on the unsuspecting better than yesterday? We will not. We will, though, see a turn in on the side of Beep Boop. These first Weavers, though, aren't really anything to worry about. They die really fast. They don't do that much. In fact, sometimes they do next to nothing, depending on how quickly the teams respond to clearing them out. But if they are left to push, they can get maybe a tower, a gate down, or something like that. Or, of course, if you 5-man push or 4-man push a lane, like Beep Boop seems to be doing here top, you'll definitely get some value out of it. Although this Raynor is susceptible to being ganked bottom in a moment, with the rest of Better Than Yesterday possibly rotating down as soon as they're done clearing out the Weaver. So Raynor might find himself dead. A lot more dead than he'd like to be, but we'll see. The top gates, or excuse me, towers and gate now down thanks to the Weaver. I haven't been talking talents. Level 7 already reached. Stun this Johanna, possibly going down, but the Fort Slow and the Gravity Lapse. Oh, the knockback by ETC on the Rock, he will go down. It is too much stun power. 4 better than yesterday to handle right now. Alright. Kilphos, of course, Netherwind, and Venom on the Thrall. A lot of Envenoms tonight. Eternal Retaliation. Johanna going that Condemn build. Vala going full Frost, multi-shot build, it looks like. The Arsenal. And Boundless Conviction on the Uther. And Hammer on for the ETC. Just keep rocking. Of course, Focus Attack, Revolution Overdrive, Standard Rainer build. Stormcaller and Blood and Thunder on the Rhaegar. That is going to be a lot of Lightning Shield spam. It's basically double reduction. Snowstorm and Frostbitten on the Jaina for the extra damage, extra radius. Thunderburn and Piercing Bolt on the Muradin. Good options. And level 7, of course, being reached for better than yesterday as well. We have the Fission Bomb, Wind Shear, Battle Momentum for the Johanna. Hot Pursuit for the Vala, interesting there. She will gain move speed, not a bad idea given the aggro power going on here, but she could also ult for the double vault build later. And Uther taking a somewhat curious build here on his W. There's more effective talents, Protective Shield, Healing Ward even. But, oh, this Johanna once again in trouble to the sheer bully power of Beep Boop. 5 manning that poor Johanna, even through her tank and her iron skin. She is not living. Though, it's kind of her fault for not taking Laws of Hope or Amplified Healing at level 4. you really do not need Eternal Retaliation. Oh, that double stun on from the Muradin Stormbolt now doing some work on the Vala and the KT, but the fort protecting them from really being dived on. Beep Boop just saying, hey, we're here, we're in your face, we are going to try and kill you every possible chance we get. Watch out. I like the attitude. And watch out indeed. It is now 6-0, but... Oh. 14, yep. The Beep Boop once again does have Whippy return in. Level 10 rapidly approaching. There's no real way for better than yesterday to contest this. Nice multi-shot there. Ooh, this KT in a lot of trouble. She's going to be getting Blizzard, Frost-bolted, Muradin, Storm-bolted, and finally blown up by Muradin or Rhaegar there in the end. And level 10 hitting. Now we have Water Elemental going on the wave. Johanna slowing her down, ensuring she will be killed. Of course, we have the Hyperion, the Mosh Pit, the Ancestral Healing, and the Avatar already being used here. Water Elemental and Hyperion being used, or already being used, excuse me. And the Muradin Avatar. 2-level lead for Beep Boop. They'll continue to press the advantage as long as Better Than Yesterday has no ultimates. They really can't do anything except for poke from a safe distance. Jaina Blizzard going to try and deny some pushback. Nice empowered Flame Strike by Kilthos there, though, hitting a lot of heroes on the side of Beep Boop. And it's the problem, though, with when you're in this situation. You have to stay and defend, but you also really need to split and soak your level 10 so you can actually contest. Now might be their chance. They do have their Thrall bottom, slowly soaking away, collecting gems. 8-0, 8 minutes in here. But kill a minute, although they've happened quicker than that. Level 10 just around the corner here for Better Than Yesterday. And their team really is ult-reliant, I would say. Very ult-reliant, which you don't necessarily want to do, but is fine to do if you pull it off. Okay, so we'll now, of course, see the Phoenix, Blessed Shield, there's the Sunder, Divine Shield, and it looks like a Strafe over Rain of Vengeance. I'm a little surprised not to say Rain of Vengeance. Strafe can be cancelled, and they have a lot of cancels on the side of Beep Boop to remove that Strafe and instantly just basically make it a waste of an ultimate pick. The Rain of Vengeance would synergize well with the Gravity Lapse, although this Jaina is really out of position here. She might die, but no, she gets away thanks to a Rainer Bullseye and a Water Elemental summon. ETC definitely looking for a dance here, and will he get it? No. Strafe being used here. Hyperion, more Blizzard. This Johanna is definitely dead. Muradin leaping in with the Avatar, trying to chase down the Vala. Not going to happen. The Breaker ult being used, ETC dancing, but KT being saved by the Uther Divine Shield. Nice use of Divine Shielded by Uther. Meanwhile, Beep Boop will steal the Bruiser camp. Oh, bad idea, Vala. Bad idea, Uther. You do not want to walk into Fog alone near an enemy team. Look at all these gems on the ground. There's so many gems. That 10-second decay timer being off. Beep Boop really needs to leave unless they want to get wiped. Walking into the fog like that, can't do that. At the minimum, you have to throw out your skills to scout. Vala could have easily thrown out a multi-shot or a hungering arrow to see who's there from a safe distance. Uther could have thrown his W, Wave of Light, or whatever it's called, I forget exactly. Or you just wait for your Johanna to walk in there with Iron Skin and be a little safer. That being said, this Johanna is getting blown up all game long. Not her fault in any particular fashion. Not criticizing her, it's just the way the game's been going. Somehow I am on Johanna. There we go. Somehow I was on a particular hero. I didn't even know I could do that. Level 13 here. Groupies, Giant Killer, Earth Living Enchant. Nice, extra heal power. Improved Ice Block and Spell Shield for the Muradin. To counter that Kel'Thas power, basically. 11 minutes in here. Almost basically a 3-level lead going the way of Beep Boop. They will press their advantage by just going aggro on this fort. The Hyperion being used and Phoenix retreating. Wanting to respect the ultimate power of Better Than Yesterday under the fort. Thrall Sunder pushing them all into the fort could doom them to many deaths they do not wish to face, along with Blessed Shield, Chain Stun. Beep Boop almost having full turn in here, just 4 gems short. Meanwhile, Better Than Yesterday actually have enough gems to turn in, but with the map control going the way of Beep Boop, it is unlikely they will get a chance to turn them in the way they want to. Once we see them hit level 13, they might try it. Big power spike for Kel'Thas with Chain Bomb, as well as some nice options at 13. Vala, Uther can get Shrink Ray or Ardent Focus, I believe. A lot of poke going on here. Nope, neither team really wanting to commit an ultimate to start the fight off. But that will be enough turn in for Beep Boop to secure another wave of Web Weavers. They'll probably be looking, well, they really can push any lane they want. Middle, top, bottom. Middle fort's already halfway down. No mule available on the side of Better Than Yesterday. Looks like they will opt to push bottom lane. The ETC attack speed bonus also showing its power here. Don't want to cluster up too much versus that Kel'Thas. You might regret it. 13 here just around the corner for Better Than Yesterday, and here we go. Of course, the Frost Shot, the Shrink Ray, Giant Killer, Chain Bomb, and Johanna might opt for a Spell Shield. Probably a good idea versus the Jaina. But there's the Hyperion being used. Still no level 13 talent on the Johanna. This fort will most assuredly go down unless it is stopped by a big Sunder. That Muradin, though, will leap to safety. Johanna getting bullied in the back. There's a Blessed Shield used. There's a Strafe. There's a big ETC dance. Oh. Rhaegar ult heal. The Vala Strafe doing some work. Divine Shield. Phoenix. Boom. This ETC is going down. That was a 2-for-2 trade. That was fast and furious. I couldn't quite keep up with everything being used. The fort being kept alive. However, the Weaver's pushing down middle, clearing up the fort. The Weaver top. Ultimately, even though that trade was even in hero kills, it definitely went to the favor of Beep Boop because they got a free fort out of it and some extra damage top. Gates cleared, towers are cleared, and the bottom fort is almost completely dead. That's an easy push for their heroes and the next Weavers. However, Beep Boop now definitely has an opportunity, excuse me, better than yesterday, definitely has an opportunity to turn in their gems top here, free of interference, and get some pushback of their own finally. Level 16 being done for a while, I think haven't managed to catch up. Echo Pedal on the ETC, more damage. Of course, Bullseye and Rainer for stun. Rising Storm on the Rhaegar, interesting talent. A lot of extra damage there. Northern Exposure on the Jaina, even more burst power coming their way with the damage amp. And of course the ETC, the Murden Stone form to heal up. Beep Boop looking to clear up the Web Weavers. Middle, while better than yesterday, pushes bottom a little bit, though they will definitely have to respond to the presence of Beep Boop going top, possibly to push once this Weaver is cleared up. They could probably quite safely ignore the Weaver bottom and just push in. They are still up a talent tier, quite a big one, level 16 power spike, and it looks like they will indeed continue to pressure this bottom lane, ignoring the Weaver bottom, being no real threat to them. Haven't even lost a fort yet. Meanwhile, this push here threatens, better than yesterday's, core Hyperion being used, and Sunder being used, nothing really happening. Water Elemental, there's a Blessed Shield, boom, Thrall will die. Murden Avatar, stun on the Johanna. Johanna being Divine Shielded, the Kel'Thas being killed. Oh, Johanna will go down to the Rainer. ETC dancing the Uther in front of as well. That is a 5-man wipe for Beep Boop. 2 better than yesterday, and that will be GG 16 minutes in. Now, I stand corrected in draft. I said I lean towards the aggro power of better than yesterday's draft with the damage. But the pure battlefield control of Beep Boop's draft and team play winning them the match. GG, well played to everyone. Whew, now that was an intense game. Total of 20 takedowns in 16 minutes.
I forgot you were casting.
I forgot you were here. Yeah. Yeah, the game's over. Just doing a bit of an analysis now. I mean, I am pretty happy with how the drafts went because I think I called the Jaina, the Rhaegar, the Raynor, and the ETC. I think I called pretty much Beep Boop's entire draft. Not in order, they picked it, but I'm pretty happy with it. And man, was it amazing. I mean, ETC, I'm such a big ETC fan. I just love his bully power, the dances. I mean, 3 ETC games tonight I've watched and casted, and he's basically been instrumental in winning every one of them. In this game, though, it wasn't really his dance power that won him the game, like it was the last 2 games casted earlier tonight. Here it was just the sheer bully power of Power Slide and the Speaker knockback, comboed with the Murden stun, the Jaina slow, and the Jaina crit damage. Rhaegar also having the slow totem, and Raynor and ETC both having attack speed buffs for their entire team, just the auto attacks. Even at that point, a Murden or Jaina is getting massively auto attack buffed and their speed. Hard to deal with. They were just sticking as 5 from the start, more or less, other than a little dual bottom between the Raynor and the Thrall, and just aggressively comboing. I mean, that's really what you want to look for in a draft. Better than yesterday's team was good, but it was relying very heavily on all their alt synergy to win them the game and to win them team fights. And that only is okay if it works out for you. And you can actually chain your ults together, get people out of position with Sunder, say, then like lift them with a Kel'Thas, dump on a living bomb. Johanna's there to condemn or punish them in. Vala's there to dump damage. Uther can slow. Like, the possibility was there, but the basic chain power of Beep Boop's draft, like, they didn't really need their ultimates to win the game. They were just winning the game with their basic skills, and that's an ideal position to be in for a team.
Yeah, that's what you want to start.
Yeah, exactly. Like, your ults are just like the nice finishers. Yeah, the ults are just like they're just the icing on the cake or whatever you call it. You're already like grooving with your basic skill set. So that's a lot more comfortable place to be, because then you aren't hard relying on your ultimates to save you. The way the enemy's draft was. So well played to beat Boop for drafting that intentionally or not, though I imagine it was intentional. Just a really, really nice balanced all around team, good defense, good aggro. Murd and ETC both having escapes as warriors is very strong. Johanna doesn't have an escape as a warrior, even though she's a great hero. ETC can slide, Murden can dance. Both have, good self heal, good tank. Rhaegar, of course, backing it up with the heals. Raynor self heals. A very self sustaining team, other than Jaina. And of course, Jaina, I believe, took her ice block at 13. Yes, she did. And she had the water elemental to help even add more slows to the game. It was just crazy on their team, but that was an exciting match to watch. It was just really fluid. A lot of my favorite heroes being featured: Rhaegar, Muradin, ETC, Jaina. I'm a big Thrall fan and a KT fan and a Johanna fan. I really don't like Vala because she's a bad hero. I mean, at this point in the meta, pretty much any other range dealer does their job. Range damage dealer does their job better and safer usually. Although some of them are banned or picked out. I'm a little surprised they picked up a Vala over the Raynor. I think Better Than Yesterday had the opportunity to take the Raynor. I think they took Vala, and then I think they chose not to, and then I believe the team who won then took Raynor next. So yeah, they should have picked him up. Raynor's just safer. I mean, okay, he's boring, and again, being a meta bitch as I call it, but if you want to win the game,
he's meta bitch for a reason.
He's meta bitch for. There's a reason his win rate is like 10% higher than Vala's. Vala's win rate is something like 44%, 45% rate or something, maybe 46. And Raynor, I guess Raynor's has dropped 1 or 2, but he's basically been 10 to 12% higher win rate than her for several months, and it's just because he's a better hero at the moment. Vala's good, but she's too squishy. Even with Vault, like just the aggro power. she's like a more mobile form of Nova with her health pool. I mean, it's just too much, and frankly, Uther took kind of a weird build for his level 4 and 7. He could have really taken some more defensive options for his team, like Protective Shield for one, being one instance, would have helped out. Healing Ward, not the best on Tomb of the Spider Queen, but Protective Shield was definitely an option he should have gone for.
But he chose not.
Yeah, and Johanna also, she didn't take her Laws of Hope. She took She took a Condemn cooldown reduction over Laws of Hope or Amplified Healing. Like, wow. You're fighting mad burst damage and you don't take your defensive talents. So there were some pretty big talent misplays ultimately on the side of Better Than Yesterday. On the Johanna, on the Uther. The Vala, I mean, multi-push shot build okay, but she probably should have invested in the Vault build, double Vault at least, later on. I think that's at 13, unless it's 16. Maybe 16, I don't play Vala much, but I don't know, something a little different was needed on some of these talents. Thrall's build is solid enough, but I mean, he tried to go a semi-Wind Fury build against this team, which is crazy. Like, he needed to go full Chain Lightning build and just poke, or like Wolf build, or some form of those two, and just like spam Wolf and Chain Lightning, and then let
some sort of asshole.
Yeah. It just KT's build was spot on. Absolutely, KT's the only one who basically took all the right talents. Johanna again opting for really just sort of all the wrong talents. I mean, Battle Momentum's okay at 7, but level 13 she needed Spell Shield, and I mean even at 7 I think you can take or 13 I think the one that heals you. And I think 7 you can take the one for bonus damage. Just yeah. Sorry. Better Than Yesterday. I'm not trying to hit on you guys. The draft was good enough, but the talent picks need some serious revision, given the team you were facing. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Vala didn't take Giant Killer either. That's a good point. New type. 2k6. I mean, the frost shot is nice, but it's not going to do anything for you when versus this kind of team. Like, there's too much aggro power. So what if you slow them? ETC can slide, Murden can jump. You know, Johanna has all kinds of slow power on you. Raynor has a move speed buff for everybody. Rhaegar has wolf form all the time. Like, the slow isn't going to do anything for you. In this instance, you know, the giant killer. I mean, the giant killer was a smarter option altogether, as well. Yeah, just some very, very serious talent misplays. I mean, other than the Kel'Thas, basically the rest of their team just, I don't know what they were doing with their talents. I mean, again, it's fun to see like more alternate talent picks, but you know, we should probably do that in a pub game, not ChairLeague. Would be wise, I would say. So back to the drawing board for better than yesterday. Good draft, bad talent picks. Think about that. Good enough draft anyway. Some talent revisions, they might have been able to win there. But very well played from Beep Boop. Just well executed. And they're obviously the winner. Speaking of winner, I need to assign a winner to game. ChairLeague. Come on. Beep Boop wins. Yes, they do. Boom. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So what's going on with my chat? Like loading itself. I'm not sure what happened to chat. Chat went bye-bye. Yeah. Thanks for watching, everyone. I got 3 new subs today. That makes me pretty happy. If you enjoyed my casting, please follow, subscribe, and you should be able to catch me on next Monday and again Thursday, casting more games. If anyone's interested in checking out some XCOM gameplay, I'll probably be streaming some of that this weekend. XCOM 2, excuse me. But also enjoyed the chat. We had a song next week. Maybe we can get some more karaoke going in here. I'll probably end up doing some singing. But you guys are a lot of fun. Thanks for the interaction and the comments and thoughts on the game as well. Always a good time in the Heroes community. And I look forward to seeing some of you guys next week. Have a great night.